for Cookin with Chef D. Today I am in the house of the Carters. I have Tanisha and Brian Carter here with me today. Yes, because guess what, guys? It's wedding season. So we're gonna cook with a married couple. Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So thanks for having me here. Today we're having jerk chicken and Tanisha on cabbage, Brian on peppers. They look great so far. Thanks so much, Brian. And yeah, so we're just gonna start cooking. I'm gonna talk to them and they're gonna tell us all about marriage because marriage is great, right?
Great.
It's great. Okay, yes. All right, so I have already made the jerk seasoning. We're having Jamaican food. Did I say that? Probably so. I don't remember. Anyway. So we have, in this paste, I have green onion, ginger, thyme, habanero, garlic, cinnamon, allspice, berries. I've already ground it though, so it's in here. Jerk seasoning, I like to do a little extra. And soy sauce, and vinegar, brown sugar, salt and pepper to taste. And that's it. So, I'm going to be working on the veggies for the cabbage that we're making. And guys, so tell me how you met.
Well, we met in middle school.
Okay.
And he was a football player. Mm-hmm. I was on the cheerleading squad, and his girlfriend at the time was also on the cheerleading squad. Mm-hmm. And he has a little brother that is 14 years younger than he is. So at the time, his little brother was an infant. So of course when his mom brought the baby, all of us went, oh, it's the baby. Mm-hmm. And so just kind of got to know him there, just knew of him because of the football cheerleader thing. But in middle school, if I'm being honest, he had a mullet and a mustache. So
mullet and a mustache. Whoa.
He had a mullet and a mustache. So he could not have pulled me in middle school. So we didn't actually get together until the 10th grade.
Okay.
So that was just how we came into each other's orbit for the first time.
Everybody else loved it but her.
Brian.
Yeah. Your girlfriend in middle school, huh?
No. There was others that made comments.
You know what's funny is by the time that he could pull me, he had a fade and a rat tail. So we still. Look, it's good we're past all of that.
She came a long way. She came a long way.
No, she came a long way.
I came a long way. No, tell them what my hair was doing when you first noticed me.
So I was taking a test in the classroom, and Tanisha had to come in my classroom to take I don't know why, but she had to come in my room for some reason. But she walked in, and y'all never forget, she had on our Stanford football t-shirt that was black. She had the black acid white jeans back in the day, the black one out there. Mm-hmm. But
you might know you make an impression when you remember what I had on. So.
But she had a Jerry curl, so I thought she was Puerto Rican or Latino.
He didn't know about the Jerry curl.
I didn't know about the Jerry curl back then. Did not know, so
but
she come walking by, and I was like, that girl right there is pretty. I was like, man, okay. So, fast, so we went on through middle school. We didn't really talk. We never really had a conversation, I don't remember.
No, that's just how we knew of each other was from the cheerleader thing. But we didn't actually.
She knew there's a white guy. She was a white guy with a mullet. And I was like, oh, I thought at the time Latino girl with Jerry curl. But couldn't find out it was not.
Oh, goodness. So who approached you first?
Oh, Lord. I'll let you.
I don't remember how I think you started flirting with me first. I think we had gym class together in the 9th grade.
Yeah, we shared people.
And we just started flirting. Okay, he had started to do the little transformation thing. And
should I tell him what you did to me? You molested me.
Oh, Lord.
I did not. Brian, he always loves to tell this story.
I had a shirt on that said "Unbutton my fly."
She
cornered me in the corner and tried to unzip my breeches. I was like, whoa.
So fast.
No, I was not fast. I was a goody two shoes. I was a very good girl.
Here we go, goody shoes.
I was a very good girl. So, but we did have the flirting thing going on. Back then, they had the button fly jeans were in. And so he did have a shirt that said "Unbutton My Fly," and he's sitting
Why'd you
there.
have that shirt,
I'm
Brian?
from Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
You know how Myrtle Beach has got all
Yeah,
the crazy
crazy
t-shirts.
yeah.
So I bought a crazy t-shirt and she was reading it.
Oh,
So I just walked up and acted like
Oh,
I was.
no, that ain't what Don't let her lie, Brandy.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Well, it's better than you telling me to bend over in gym class.
Did you tell her to bend over and
A lot, I did. Touch her ankles, scratch
what's
her
happening?
ankles. She had a pretty backside. I was like, hey.
Well, Brian saw what he
So,
wanted. And he
I mean,
went after it, apparently.
They're like 14 and 15 years old at the time, so
Yeah.
it's
So how long have y'all been
very
married?
27 married, together 33.
Yeah.
Good job, Brian. See how he did that? Right at the top of his head, okay?
September 24th will be 33. I know the dates.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. So y'all been together for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And so, let's see, being married that long. How many kids are there?
Two.
Two.
Wonderful
And
daughters.
one grandbaby.
And one grandbaby. He's so cute.
Yeah. Little Wreck-It Ralph.
That's what we.
Yes, what does he call y'all?
Well, he calls him Papa.
Uh-huh.
He hasn't mastered what he's gonna call me yet. So I did not get committed to any type of grandma name because it never works out, and they just call you what they come up with. So I've been calling myself Granny T.
Yeah, Granny
Just
T
because-
was the one I
Yeah,
heard.
just because I think it's funny to be a young granny.
Yeah, Granny T, I love that.
So
I feel like you should have an album out under that name.
well, we were in Mexico the year before he was born. No, the June before he was born, and we were in the pool and we met this random guy named Paul from New York,
Mm-hmm.
and we introduced ourselves, and I was like, I'm Tanisha. You could call me Tia if you want. And then he's like, I'm Brian, and he immediately goes, Tea and Biscuits. I'm gonna call you Tea and Biscuits. So we decided that was an hilarious couple name.
Yeah, Tea and Biscuits.
Yeah, and so then we decided to make it our grandparents' name with Granny Tea and Papa Biscuits.
I love it.
So, but he does the Papa thing. I don't know if he's saying Granny. He says Nan sometimes. So I don't know.
Okay.
But I call myself Granny Tea. Well, it's to be determined what he's gonna end up landing on.
All right.
So do I need to cut these any other way? Like
Nope, that's good. I'm gonna have you put some gloves on and mix the chicken up. Is that cool?
Yeah, I was going to actually bring gloves in, but I didn't.
Here you go. There's that. I'm gonna take this and move it over here. And then this is gonna be your territory. Chicken and that and this. I think you should put some of that on there. And
Bring gloves or do I need to get
I did bring some gloves.
Okay.
I'm gonna have these.
Okay, that's fine.
There you go. All right, so Brian, you're gonna now season the chicken
Season the chicken.
and put this on there, okay?
So I put it on there now and then squeeze
Put
it
this on there first. Yeah, that's the jerk powder that, the blend that I like. And you can keep going. Okay, so this chicken is already washed. Some people don't wash their chicken, but in Jamaica they wash it with like lemon, some citrus or vinegar and water. I just wash these with lemon and water, okay? Oh yeah, Brian, that look good. You used all of that. That's what I'm talking. Listen.
Yeah, you didn't say stop. So
Listen, Brian know what to do. He know how to season the chicken, okay?
Chicken.
Yeah, so all right, so then you just put half of that on there just to see kind of where you at. So traditionally, jerk chicken is on the grill. We ain't grilling today. We're doing it in the oven, hence the pan, okay? Yeah, go for it. Get in there.
Get in there.
Get in there.
Act like you like it.
Massage the chicken.
Massage it. That like you massaged
Yes.
before.
There you go.
Good stuff.
All right, how's that cabbage looking?
We're all done with it.
Okay, very good. And we got all the peppers done. Making some garlic. Yeah. And Brian, when you finish, you can go ahead and just lay them on this pan here, okay? However, make them have space or whatever. I like to do mine on a rack instead of like, so it won't stick here. Also, I don't like wet skin. I don't know if does anybody like wet chicken. I can't do it. So
She said
it's,
chicken.
so we need it to be crispy. So that's why we're giving a little room between the pan and the the pan and the chicken. So it won't be all moist at the bottom. Okay.
So I can cook, but it's a necessary evil. It's not something that I
Okay.
have. So I avoid it when I can.
Okay.
So I did not realize that that's what gets it crispy.
What?
Try it. I thought it was drying the chicken before, so I'll dry it and everything.
Yeah.
Like if I defrost it and put it in there, but a lot of times it still comes
wet,
soft a little bit. So I just wanted to.
And high heat, because we're cooking it at 400.
Okay.
So high heat, and I tend to like flip over a little bit. Sometimes I cook wings on broil, which makes it a little smoky, yes, but it's because I want the skin to be crispy. Or you can just use the air fryer. Okay?
Oh, she can cook. She cooks really well.
Oh.
When we first started dating, her mom worked third shift, so she had to do dinner every night. You know, since I stayed over all the time, I eat a lot.
Stayed over.
But now,
No, he didn't.
no, not
stay
still
over.
the night, but I was
That was
over there.
You were over
He
there a
was
lot.
over there a lot.
There we
Now,
go.
one of the things she used to fat me up was she cooked a mean sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich. It was amazing.
Come on, soft
Brian,
egg
I
and
think
cheese.
that chicken is nice and relaxed.
Oh, well.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Massage this. Okay, yeah.
She did right.
He said he had to get it right. Make sure the stuff is in now.
Right, make sure flavor. Big old looking frog legs.
Yeah, they big. They big.
So now that we need to butter the crate on this, it's not gonna stick.
No, we're alright. It's gonna be, there's olive oil in here also, so it's gonna be, it'll be okay. It'll release its little juices. So what else did she like to cook for you?
I mean, back then she's good, man. She's cooked a lot of stuff before though.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good. She does what I don't do. She follows recipes and stuff, and I just throw it all together and be like, okay, this is what it is.
I get that.
I can throw some stuff on the grill. They say my marinade is good, but I don't measure nothing. I just put it in a Ziploc bag, shake it up, and that's about it.
I think that's fine.
But
Yeah.
They eat it.
chicken is the hardest thing to cook. I don't prefer to cook chicken.
Oh, now we're cooking it today. You're
Yeah.
doing real good so far. So you guys have been married for a while. You got married young too. So what is one thing that you would tell someone that is thinking about getting married at a young age now that you know? That you know now that you didn't know back then.
Well, they say that us ladies mature faster than the guys. So when you pick your husband when you're 15, just be prepared to be an adult while he's still a child.
Okay, well there we
When you're
go.
still together. But no, I'm still
Yeah. But I mean, it's like I tell guys, man. It's like now she did have to get on me a couple of times because once you like I say you're that young, you still think you can go out with the buddies, do this, do that, but
So your whole life changes, huh?
You gotta learn.
Yeah.
You got priorities and stuff at home. You gotta take care of. Especially then when you had the babies, that's really comes in. You gotta grow up and be an adult. You got your friends, but you gotta let your friends know that you got a family at home.
Yeah.
And you gotta work, cause both of us were hard workers. Now we did spend a lot of time working. We had a work ethic. That's the one thing.
Did y'all work when you were younger, or?
Oh
Yeah.
We both had almost. You should have said full-time jobs, but they were part-time. But we worked. She worked and then did school, and I just worked. But she was going to college and working.
Yeah.
Cause back then it ain't like it was today. Some of these kids got it made. We had to actually provide for ourselves. Our parents wasn't as blessed as some of us are now to take care of us like we are now. So
Yeah. That's a very that's very different when you think about it. Like thinking about what we had to do as because I'm in my 40s and you guys are in your.
I'm in my 50s.
I'm still in my 40s until February.
That's right.
So-
Okay. But
I
yeah,
hit
so I was
50
working at
January.
15. I started my first job at 15, and I mean my sister maybe, but still I needed to work, and I didn't really know how much I needed to work until I started doing it. I was like, I can buy all the stuff I need right now. So I get it. So that's good. So you guys have 2 daughters and a grandbaby, and it's a beautiful home. Did you guys always live here?
No.
No,
We got like 5 homes.
not 5, 4. So when we first started out, we rented a house in Hillsboro.
Put it up.
So we rented a house in Hillsboro. Back then it was $600 a month in rent. So I miss those days. But and then we bought our first house. So we had our oldest daughter. There, it's already heated.
You want to say the
To
time?
the right.
You want to say the
Oh,
time?
I don't know.
We can do like 15 minutes right now. 15 minutes.
You know how to set the time?
Yeah, well, okay, well, just hit it. You don't have to set a timer.
Yeah, see it.
It's fine, it's fine. We'll feel it. We'll feel it. We're gonna feel our way through.
It's
You sure you don't want me
5:50,
to do it?
No timers needed. It's okay. We're gonna feel it through. It'll
Okay.
be fine.
5:50, so we have
Because, you know,
15 more minutes. Chili chicken.
I like them dry. So, it'll be fine.
Kai got some ranch dressing for mom so we can use ranch.
Yeah. Dress
Yeah.
on, jerk chicken.
In case it's hot.
And yeah. Brandy over here putting the habaneros on
That's
us.
part of the recipe. You want to be authentic, don't you?
Absolutely, yes ma'am.
Because you guys have gone to Jamaica, right?
Twice.
Yeah.
Pretty well, yeah. Stayed on.
Twice staying and I guess
Cruising.
a cruise stop
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah. Did you guys have like a big wedding, a small wedding? Or
So we had a pretty big wedding because my family is so big. So my dad was one of 15 and my mom was one of 11, and I had dozens and dozens of first cousins, and so by the time you invited most of your family, even through the first cousin, so we had like 150 to 200 folks there.
Wow.
And honestly, we had people that turned up that, we invited people, just, just for the courtesy of inviting them, but you expect not everybody will come. In my family, I think we were one of the first biracial marriages in our family, and so down to the great aunts that don't ever come to anything, everybody
They had to come see this.
They had to come see this.
Everybody's like, oh my God, she's married a white guy.
I
She's married a black
remember-
girl. We got to go check this out.
I remember when
season.
They're like, we got to see what's all about this right here. We got to see what's going on with this wedding. This should be all right.
Now, when we sent the invitations out, I said, you know what, we're going to take a picture. We're going to do a picture invitation so that everybody can know what's going on.
And see,
No surprises.
back in our day, you don't see it. Well, of course, we don't have
We
newspaper.
sounded like you about 6 5
Well,
so.
I know,
Never
right?
mind, go ahead.
Well, actually, back then, you could put engagements in the newspaper. Everybody read the
We did
newspaper.
do that too.
So we put ours in Orange County paper. So people back then read the paper, and they actually saw me. So I mean, not that everybody's gonna show it, but we put it in the paper.
Yeah.
So,
That's awesome.
But yeah.
So do you put it in the paper to see if people come, or it's like
No, that was just a normal
Announcement.
thing. It was a section of the newspaper where you announce your engagement or your marriage.
you
So
know, back
it
then,
was
they had
only-
obituaries and you got
Yeah.
engagements.
yeah.
Wow.
So
One side of the page obituaries, the other side, oh, they're getting married in a few
Yeah.
years.
Okay.
yeah, so that it was just because that's what was done. But we
Yeah.
did the invitation so everybody would know. His family is not as big, so my family took up one whole side and then most of his side.
You know,
So
being from
it's,
Chapel Hill, you know, Antioch Baptist Church on White Cross Road.
I think so. Yeah.
So we got married there, so it just worked out that way.
Okay.
And then we did the reception at Snipes Farm over off of Jamila or Joe Mac.
Yes, I think I know where that is. I've been
It's still
in
there, I
Chapel Hill.
think. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still there, but
But sometimes I don't know things. I got you guys set up for the rice and peas. So tell your story, Tanisha, about your rice and peas.
So, like you said, we've been to Jamaica a couple times, and they have a place at the resort we stayed at, the Jerk Hut. And the whole time I'm there, I'm eating jerk chicken and rice and beans, from what we call them. And so we get back, and there's a Jamaican restaurant near here. There wasn't one where we used to live, so when we moved here, there's a Jamaican restaurant near here. So I ordered DoorDash, and I'm going through, and it said they had rice and peas. And so I was like, I don't want rice and peas, I want rice and beans. And And so they didn't have rice and beans, so I got a different size. The first few times I ordered for DoorDash, I wouldn't get the rice and beans, the peas, because I didn't know it's the same thing. So, so I finally actually went there to pick it up, and I saw them, and I was like, "You do have rice and beans?" And she was like, "Yeah, rice and peas." So I deprived myself of rice and peas the first few times.
But now you learn how to make them.
Yeah.
So, traditionally, rice and peas are made with coconut milk. This is unsweetened coconut milk, and kidney beans or pigeon peas if you're going all over the Caribbean. It's a different bean. Black beans if you're in, Cuba, I think. I don't know. Don't quote that. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna put thyme and habanero in there. Just these are all for flavor. They're gonna be pulled out at the end, so you don't have to cut it or whatever. So if you can shake this up and you can open that,
And all of the juice in here goes in there?
yeah, all the juice, all the flavors, and we'll put some salt and butter at the end. I think that's like optional is butter. Some Jamaicans like a whole bunch of butter. Some Jamaicans don't want butter in their rice. I don't know. I think it just depends. So we'll use the liquid from that, the beans, and liquid from here, and then we'll just add water as we need. Once I measure that, and then just throw a few of those in there. Just pull those out.
How many is a few?
Maybe two or three. And then a few sprigs of thyme, 2 or 3. And then one habanero.
You have to touch it.
By the skin is fine. And just put it on in there.
Put it on in there.
All right. So thanks, guys. So we'll go ahead and add some water. And we'll just kind of see what we need here. So we just put the rice in the rice cooker because that's how I cook rice. Don't judge me. But yeah. And we add a little salt to it and just a little bit of water because there was a lot of liquid in the coconut milk and beans. So now, Tanisha, would you help me make the cabbage?
Sure.
Because we're eating Jamaican food, I decided to make you like a little Jamaican mocktail. This is probably one of my favorite ways to have ginger beer. So I add a little mango nectar in there, and a squeeze of lime, and the ginger beer. So it's spicy, so I use the lime to cut the spice just a little bit, okay?
I've never had ginger beer before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
This will be a whole new experience.
yeah. Let me just pour that. Mango. There's a lot of ice in that cup. You like a lot of ice?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just pour this ginger beer.
I noticed they did, but it's butterbeer. What was that beer they had in Harry
And
Potter?
Harry Potter, it's butterbeer.
Oh, it's definitely butterbeer.
Do you like Harry Potter too?
No.
Oh.
I just remember that. You can taste it. Cheers on it. I'm just gonna have the ginger beer by itself.
Oh, that's good.
Hey.
Yeah.
Is it too sweet or?
I like sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And it does cut the, ooh, that does have some spice to it.
Yeah, a little
Ginger beer.
spicy.
So it cuts that.
Right now it's burning my throat.
I was about to say that. I was wondering how hot it is normally
Here,
with,
you can check out this and see what.
I don't know if I want to know.
Yeah, it's burning my throat. But it's so good. And this is like. It's real ginger ale, right? You got the ginger ale in the store.
Absolutely not.
So, being married a long, long time, I am not naive to think that marriage is rainbows and smiley faces. Okay?
Right.
So, with that being said, can you tell us, like, people that want to be married, what is probably one one challenging thing that you guys have gone through being married this long and kind of growing up with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Each of you, I want, because we don't know if it's the same thing.
Lord.
I don't know if you guys have the same thing. So each of you answer that question.
Okay. Well, Brian kind of alluded to it earlier. I guess at the very beginning, and then I guess I can think about as you go on. But at the very beginning,
You need some mango? You need some mango? Take some mangoes. Take a shot.
I'm okay.
we didn't start it just kind of learning each other. We did have to figure out what our boundaries were, and Brian, at first, he was kind of hanging out. We had our first daughter, and I was home, on maternity leave, and he was kind of hanging out still with his friends. We were early 20s. And one night I just got irritated. I took the baby to my mom, and I went by myself to see Spice World.
Oh. Back in the 90s, huh?
Well, 2000. She was born in 2000.
Okay.
And so I was just like, I just have to get out. So he came home, and then he was like, what's going on? And so I had internalized, how I was feeling. And so, I'm one that's slow to temper, and then it's like, what happened? So I think one of the things that I've learned over time is just to try to talk it out and don't let it just sit there and fester. And then also when we first got married, he's a bit of a mama's boy. And so I remember the first time we went grocery shopping together, Mama always gets this, and Mama gets fresh spinach, not canned spinach, and Mama gets this. And I don't know how many hours that we make before I said, "Do you want to go back and live with your mom?"
It wasn't mama's boy. It's just like it's different. You grow up eating certain things. It's like, wait a minute now.
It's a little different.
Yeah, but
The whole communicating thing is we had to learn, like I said, because we would get mad at each other. We could ride for hours when they talk.
Wow.
And then sooner or later we were like, say something, and we would never. And she said, like, one time she said, it's good to argue, but I was like, no, I don't want to argue. You grow up in certain things. I was like, no, I don't want to argue. But it's one of the things you got to learn to communicate. It's a lot of stuff as a married couple. You got to be able to just be like, say what's on your mind, and then get back along later. It's not like as soon as you yell at each other, you're going to automatically divorce or hate each other. So it's got to be, you just got to let them know, like you said, you don't want to go to bed and wake up the next morning and think everything's hunky-dory, and it's not. Like, we got to talk about this sometime.
Yeah.
Like, so,
Yeah, Brian used to, want to keep the peace, so if something bothered him, he didn't really talk about it. And I, if something bothered me, I'm, talking about it. And so I'm like, dude, I need for you to, if I'm, can I say, I'm being a bitch. You don't have to call me that, but,
Yeah.
call me out, because it makes me feel bad if I'm always calling out, but he didn't. So I actually encouraged him to let's fight it out.
You really want to know? Here it goes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute now. I didn't say you could go that far. Like, you said. You said.
No, it definitely has been better with both of us talking it through. And I guess the other thing is just having kids, and especially if you, sometimes they try to play you off each other, and so you just have to, make sure you're a kind of a united front in the parenting. So.
There's one thing I talked to somebody one time. They said the first 5 years could possibly be the worst because, like you said, like we talked about earlier, like somebody staying over. Most dating couples don't spend the night. So once you do live together, you really see certain people's flaws, like who's the nasty one, who's the clean one, who does this, who does that, who's going to do. And then it's one of the things, like you say, you got to come together, but like, look, like we got a thing in our house now because our kids have come back. She come up with a good thing. They cook, we'll do the dishes. When she cooks, they'll do the dishes. So it's kind of like whoever cooks, hopefully the other people will step up and help do the dishes. So it's one of the things you just gotta be like, if I do this, you help do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't do the dishes because I'm not here. I'm at work. I come home after everything's cooked and clean. I just eat.
That was a random tangent.
It's okay. We like tangents.
I went off with a whole other thing.
He does tend to do that.
I just told
And
married couples, this is what you do when you have kids.
He does tend to do that, and then sometimes if he's telling you a story, he has to go back to when Jesus was
Absolutely.
on the cross. I'm like, dude, just get to the
In the
first line.
beginning. Okay, guys, so what you have in front of you is the Jamaican meal we just made. I hope it tastes delicious. We can taste it, whatever you want. Tanisha and I are both flat people, okay? And so how we got the chicken this way is that we cooked it on high heat. It probably took us about 35 minutes, I want to say. I turned it once, flipped it once. Yeah, so I hope it tastes delicious. I'm going to eat my chicken first because I like chicken.
That cabbage.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Cabbage is good. Yeah.
You did that, Tanisha?
I did that. Oh yeah, that's
You
good.
give a little jig on that thing.
Dancing around.
Yes.
Y'all mind.
Yeah, you speaking patois?
Wow.
Now Brian don't really like spice, so we'll see what happens when he eats this chicken.
This is really good.
As we come to a close, is there any advice? Is there any advice that you guys would give? Brian, for you, is there any advice that you would give a guy that is thinking about he wants to get married to his significant other? He don't know.
Happy wife, happy life.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Woman's always right.
Woman's always right. You hear that, fellas? Woman is always right. Okay. We're gonna get you some ranch. You sweating? Tanisha, is there something you would tell a lady that is basically with a guy, she's been with him for a while and nothing's moving forward, and she's hoping to get married, but she just doesn't know, like.
Well, I don't know if I could give advice there. We did date for 7 years before we got married, but when
You guys also
we
met-
started at 15.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So we needed to wait for a while. So I actually have never dated before because we got together before I could date.
Wow.
And so
So he's your first person.
It's my first person.
Dang, Brian, you hit the jackpot.
So I
slid on in there.
literally cannot give any dating advice.
Okay, well that's great. I mean, it is what it is. That's your story.
Yeah, other than, my piece of advice would be,
Opposites attract.
well, that too. I always say that I've kept him out of prison and he kept me from taking life too seriously.
Okay.
But I think just date your mate.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, you get mixed up in the house and the finances and the kids and everything, and we're still best friends, and we make sure we take time for each other, and we hang out all the time, and it's been a blast. So
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you guys so much for having us in your home, and I'm glad you enjoyed the food. Guys, if you like this episode, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And